Yo, 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 welcome back to the Core 94 Presents. I'm your host, DG Beggs. I'd like to thank our previous guest, Black Boy King, dropping his new single featuring Sean Kingston, Can't Do. Can't wait to hear that new single featuring Rick Ross, man. Shout out to you, Black Boy King. And shout out to the Core 94 for being the first one to play his record, Eat 'Em Up, which went to #1 on Spotify. Congratulations to him on his Spotify plaque, man. That's my guy. But without further ado, y'all been hearing about it all week long. You seen the posts. You seen the battle raps. You seen her battling with Disaster with Drake. You see the yams. You see everything going on, man. Without further ado, we got the one and only Queen of Compton, Mrs. Black Diamond. What's going on?
Oh, God, this is not a gangbang. Thank you for having me on here. Shout out to the Core 94, Houston, to LA, and LA back to Houston. It's not a game. What's poppin'?
Man, it's such an honor to have you, man. Your background and everything is so extensive. I've seen so many interviews on you. I've seen so many write-ups on you. I've seen that you was in the Black Ink Crew. On the Black Ink Crew show. I've seen that you've been doing battling raps. I see you got all these records with like Compton AV and DFW Flame. You got this Cypher House going on. I mean, where do we start right now? I mean, what do you want to talk about?
That's just up to you. Because we can start anywhere. Beginning, middle, or end. We're going to finish out from the beginning. We're going to get it all done.
Well, right now, let's start off with the Cypher House because I love that. I saw that you previewed episode 1. I like the ladies that y'all got. I like the whole concept, the way it's shot. I love the logo of the Cypher House. You look amazing. I love the colors with the pink. Can you talk about the Cypher House and how this whole thing came about?
Yes, we can definitely talk about the Cypher House. So, like you're looking at Zeus, you're looking at all these new up-and-coming networks, and everybody want to be the network. So I would say maybe about a year and a half ago, I was just thinking about reality TV because, I do music, but I'm like, that's not the only thing that's going to get me popping. Like, let's say I come out with a hit, that's fire. Then I don't do it no more, which that's not the case. I'm going to drop hit after hit after hit. But I'm just thinking, like, what is longevity? So I'm thinking, like, this reality TV shit is fire. Now, this is before all these new up-and-coming networks. I was really thinking this, but to the people that's listening, if you have an idea, protect your shit and jump on it. Because if you're thinking about it, somebody else is thinking about it. You're not the only one thinking about it. So I'm just thinking, I've been doing ciphers for so long, like a lot of years. Like every year I do a cipher. But ciphers is cool, but we gotta get with the program and what's new today. So I just thought to come up with the Cypher House. It's not just a cipher. It's like, I don't even want to talk about the idea on the show yet.
I got you.
Pitch it. Yeah, the Vine Stacks.
I got you. Well, if you guys want to catch it, I was fortunate enough to see the preview. It'll be on your YouTube later on. You know what I'm saying? We'll have the link on the Core 94 on the website and on social media so you guys can check that out. But it's amazing. You can go to Black Diamond's Instagram at the Queen of Compton, and you can see, the behind the scenes. You can see that amazing post. I see you got a viral post in an Angel Brink dress that's going stupid bananas right now.
And you know what's crazy about that, Dax? Because they don't think that, like, thicker girls can represent. Angel Brink, she like, small little, she's like slim, thick, I guess. She look good. But people like my BBWs, my thick ladies, they think we can't represent, and the proof is in the pudding. So we got over 1 million views, and that post is still going up in the Angel Brink dress. So Angel Brink, if you're listening tonight, what's popping with the BBWs?
Yeah, just like that, man. And you got so much going on and battling. Well, can you tell me when did you first get into rapping?
So you were about when I first got into rap or battle rap?
Rapping, period. Because I'm sure whichever came first.
Oh yeah, well, rapping, period, came first. Just me being an artist. I ain't gonna tell you what artists I liked back then, the females, because I don't need y'all in my business to like that. How long I've been doing this, but I just seen like ladies on TV, and they was very powerful, and they had a voice, and people would listen to them. You know, growing up, like we were just baby girls, so like nobody really wanted to hear us out, listen to us, and I figured like female rappers were powerful. Like people, if you wanted people to hear what you had to say, put it in a rap song. And if you was a girl, that was probably the most powerful way. So I started out like that, but it really started out like poetry, and then I was like, I'm gonna rhyme this. I rhymed it, started rapping it, and I was just sitting right there, like that was part of the
Were there
process.
any female artists on the West Coast? I mean, you know, here at the Core 94, you know, we love like older artists like Yo Yo and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Who really pioneered, you know, what was going on with female artists and on the West Coast. I mean, but
Hmm.
were there any artists or female artists that was like around there in that area where you're from?
Well, yeah, it was some that was around the area. Of course, you know, we younger than them, so we watched him. We really did watch him. It was Yo Yo and Lady of Rage.
Mm.
Of course, we were young when we watched them, but like it was them two. I really can't think of anybody else. It was Yo Yo, it was Lady of Rage, and they did they. We was kids, but they was fighting, and I just seen them, and I'm like, wow. Because you know, Yo Yo was Key Lolo off the Martin show.
That's right.
She was Key Lolo. So if you didn't know she rapped, when you watched the Martin show, you seen Key Lolo, and she was kicking them bars. You know what I'm saying? So
That's right.
I love them too. So
I
yes,
was a little
look
kid.
at them.
I knew who Yo Yo was. You know, my mom used to when I was a little kid, like 4 or 5 years old. She had Yo
Yes.
Yo tape with Ice Cube. You can't play with my Yo Yo. Don't
Yo
try to
yo,
play
don't
me
try to
out.
play me
So you
out.
know what I'm saying.
Don't
I
try to play me
always, you know, I used to have a crush on Yo Yo too. And Yo Yo has a special place in my heart and with the Core 94 because she was one of the first people to bless me with a full fledged interview during the quarantine, which actually
Wow,
helped us plateau to the next level. Because
that's
if it wasn't for
crazy.
Yo Yo, I would have never been able to interview Kelly Price and David A. Arnold and
What?
Ricky Smiley and all those. Yeah, because it was Yo Yo's interview and her association with them when we reached out and they saw her interview as an example and probably asked her like, hey, what was this like and such. And it was such uh, um, a devastating time, a terrifying time in our life with the
Yes, it
quarantine.
was.
So it was a time for everyone to
Yeah.
reflect. Everyone was home, and really we provided a platform for them to really to highlight all their success and their awards and everything. You know what I mean? So that was Yo Yo is the one for sure.
Yes, Yo Yo is definitely amazing. I think when I did one of my first talent shows, Yo Yo actually was throwing it at Washington High, and I believe that's where she went to high school at. And I won that talent show, so I got my very first photo shoot from Yo Yo, and she was just like she's beautiful on the outside, but she was just beautiful. And she, you know what she taught me? This is crazy. She was the OG. She's an OG, and she taught me, like Black Diamond. If you are the only girl on stage, you still have to come up with a routine. So even if you walk to the right of the stage and do like a little twerk, then cross left to the other stage and do like put your hand in the audience. She taught me that. She taught me a one woman show, and we talking beauty, we talking inside and out. So shout out to Yo Yo, and I know I watched her as a little girl, but when I got older, she was one of the first talent shows I've done, and she taught me a lot. And then she shot my very first photo shoot, the real one, not like the one in the bathroom on the seat, the real cameras. And
That's
I will
dope.
never forget her. She's sweet. She notified. Talk to her about Miss Black Diamond. She notified.
I was just about to say, you know what I'm saying? We actually have a partner with the Yo Yo School of Hip Hop. I was like, man, I need to go ahead and connect that, and you be a
Yes.
spokesman and go ahead and speak to the other young ladies what's going on and that's coming up from over there as well. So that's that's pretty dope, man. I'm really proud of you, and I'm proud of the things that you did.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got a personal question. What was your
Oh, wait a minute now. God damn it. Do I need a drink for this? Or do I need a
nothing
drink
like
for
that,
this? Or
nothing
we
like
cool?
that. Just as an artist,
All
as an
right.
MC,
All right.
what was your first experience like going to the studio? Like, do you remember? And the reason why I asked that is because my first experience in the studio wasn't so great because I didn't know my voice sounded the way I didn't know that my voice didn't sound the way I heard it in my head. So I was devastated the first time I went to the
Oh
studio.
my God.
I was devastated. Yeah.
What? You have a
Hmm.
good voice for me. I don't know why the fuck. Can I curse on here?
I don't know. I just thought I sounded like Too Short with like Jay-Z rhymes or something, and I didn't sound
You
like
know
nothing like
what?
that.
No, listen. No, listen to me. Listen to my question before I move forward. Can I curse on this thing?
This your show. You can do what you want to do.
Oh God, motherfucker, oh God. Fuck all that. Anyway, listen. I get what you're saying, but you have the bars. The voice is something that I think every artist, I really think every artist be having to get used to. I really do think that. I hate my voice. Like, but it's the only thing that distinguishes me between from the other female rappers everywhere.
Hmm.
So, to answer your question, when I first went, because I ain't gonna lie to you, when I first started rapping, my cousin, he had two cassette players. You know how you have the record button and the play button, and you push them down to record over the tape?
Hmm.
I was a little bitty baby girl, and my voice was so little, I even remember my first rap. But he would push those two down and then play the beat off another one. And when I first heard it, I liked it. But that wasn't the real studio. When I first went to the studio and heard it, it was unbelievable to me because it wasn't as raspy as it is now because I'm older. But back then I was a baby girl. So
Let,
I used
let,
to be
let
in
me
the
let me
studio
hear
with
let me hear
those
that
hard
verse.
lines.
Let me hear a few
Huh?
bars. Let me hear a few bars
No,
from
you ain't about to hear, no, you ain't about to, no, that's just so cheesy. Don't let the devil use you, guys.
man. Let's give me a few bars. Just look. If
No,
it
because then I'm
okay, look,
the
I'll make a
name on
deal
here.
with you. I'll make a deal with you. You give me your first 4 bars you wrote, or first 8, and I'll give you the first one I wrote.
Okay, listen. I don't want to say my real name because I said my real name.
Switch it up, blank, like be quiet, like a curse word.
Okay, I was just mumbling. But you only get like 2 bars because that's all I can remember right now. But
I'll
it was
match
so
that. I'll
cheesy.
match that.
No, yours gonna be harder than mine. But look, I think I was like, my name is Sunshine. I'm a real OG. Dropping rhymes, fighting crime from the CPT. Run away with a bomb, getting. It was just so stupid. But the my name is Sunshine. I'm a real OG. Dropping rhymes, fighting crime from the CPT. That was the first two. CPT is short for content. So back then, I thought I was spitting bars.
You sound like
I thought
DJ.
I
You
was.
sound like DJ Quick.
Oh, you said a shoot on him because you basically said his best is when I was like 5. My
Hey,
name is
DJ Quick was the shit. I mean, from the CPT, I get the.
but oh my God. But you know what? I will never forget the feeling. It was nothing in this world. Like nothing. Like I had a real rough childhood. Foster care, molestation, like real deep shit. In the studio, like writing poetry is what they call this world that you want to create that you're not really living in, a utopia. And I created my utopia writing. So my real talent, I can spit and I can rap, and my cadence is crazy, and my bars is too. But my main thing was writing because that's what really escaped me from the reality that I was living in. And it was powerful at a young age. So it was deeper than just rhyming. When I would hear myself back as a child, I accomplished something, and I was going to be greater than what my circumstances was. And I'll never forget that feeling.
Mm. Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy, and overcome things like that. I don't want to get too deep in that unless you want
No, we
to.
ain't going to get deep. We
Yeah,
going
I
to
don't
have
want to.
fun
Yeah, we
tonight.
don't want to get too deep into that. But what I do want to say is, like you say, you was different. You had to escape as a young age, and you found that utopia and really harnessed your skill. Tell me what that was like as a woman and growing up to be a beautiful woman. By popular opinion, if you don't believe me, you can look at her Instagram, you can look at her Facebook,
Thank you, Dad.
you can look at all these things. Everybody loves her, everybody's hearting. She can't post a walkaway video without it going platinum. You know what I mean? So,
Thank you.
can you tell me what that's like? And it's a 2-part question. What's it
Okay.
like being like a beautiful woman in the industry, working with men and working with women And the part two of that question is being a curvy or plus size woman on the West Coast as opposed to the South, Midwest, and all these places where it's really appreciated.
Them are some real big old questions. Now, I'm going to try to answer these the way that I heard it. Because that was like, that's deep, you know? And I love the questions. I think they're amazing. Now, as far as I can remember, what it's like being attractive, you know, that's opinionated based, which I think I'm one of the finest bitches walking. I could be next to Beyonce like, bitch, you look good, but bitch, I look gooder. Oh, God. No, and I love her. I think she's amazing.
But I'm here now.
You feel me? But I'm here now. You was the baddest in the room, but I'm here now. You feel me? And that's one of my, you know, that's for my little song, you know. Y'all go download that thing. I would say it was hard. I was like considered an ugly duckling because I'm dark skinned, which I think is beautiful, but I didn't know that it wasn't beautiful to the world. When I got a little older, started getting teased. I grew into that. I was a tomboy. I went to my tomboy stage, and then I went into my stage where I was growing the breasts and the cheeks naturally, no fucking surgery. And I wanted to hide because I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm only 13. But I love it. The thing is, a lot of men in the industry didn't respect my skill and me being a boss because they were just looking at my body, my butt, my titties, whatever. I'm a real boss for real. I do this for real. So that in the industry is always a challenge. With the women, you can be as humble as you want to be, and they will be intimidated, and they'll make it hard for you. So I really don't know what was harder, dealing with the men that sex paid you, not sex paid you like, you know, like you a nigga like them, but because you was a female, you was just the P word, or the women that didn't respect you because they were just so intimidated, which I go through that now over here where I'm from. So it's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. The second question, what was the second question?
About being plus size on the West Coast as opposed to
Yes.
in the Midwest and the South where it's really, really popular.
Was really popular. Now I'm gonna start off with being from here first, because like everybody that know me for years, like you should move to Atlanta, you should move to Houston, you should move down south, and like, you know, I'm nervous of that. Like home is home to me, and I do know from, you know, watching Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, that it's something that needs to happen, because you could be from the city, you know, to be the ones that hate you. Same thing with Young Dolph, rest in peace to both of them legends.
That's right.
So I do know it's important to do so. But it's like, damn, I don't want to go somewhere. Like, you like what's comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable. But to be uncomfortable is to grow and to elevate. Being from here, it's a lot of skinny bitches. I'm not going to lie to you. Bony bitches, regular bitches. And they never liked me. I was always thicker for my age. I never fit in over here. I never did. So I have a lot of beef over here because of that. I've never done nothing to these ladies. I'm even open to work with these ladies. But they don't fuck with me.
We not gonna give them no energy. We're not gonna give no skinny body, big head bitches no energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we ain't gonna say no. You know I ain't gonna say no names. But it's been difficult. Like, and then when I go visit, I went to visit Atlanta. They didn't like me either. But I think because I was new and I was for real thick. But I would rather get used to being in Atlanta and Houston with girls like me than being in LA, because LA will teach you that thick and plus size is not it, and bony and skinny and lighter skin is it, and that's not, for me, that's not the case.
It's because, not to cut you off, just to piggyback on it, but it's because Hollywood is the center and then it spreads out. I was fortunate enough to go out there. I had a deal, a meeting with Netflix for the Quarantine Chronicles, and I was fortunate enough to stay in Hollywood on Sunset and be in Santa Monica, and everybody around there looks like Nike mannequins. You know what I'm saying? So I can see how that's like the norm out there, you know what I'm saying? But to my personal opinion, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect, I was like, damn, where all the bad bitches at? I don't see nothing but, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Houston, Texas, so, you know.
I get it. Yeah. I get it. And you know what? The first time I ever been called, like, what's the word? Fine. It was a battle rapper. He's from New Orleans. He was like, dang, you a fine woman. I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of bitches out here in LA that's fine. He said, no. Like, you look good, you know, your face and everything, but fine to us mean like thick and like curvy, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
It's a different meaning from here.
yeah, that's the
Than it
start.
is there.
That's the top. You know what I'm saying? Everything
Yeah.
else is like, oh, you mean a girl that you consider like, let's say like Halle Berry, who's slim and like curvier.
Yeah.
A dude will be with her and be like, oh, she gonna get fine when she get 40, or when she get for like we gonna wait for her to get fine. You see what I'm saying?
But she not. So
Yeah,
that's
I'm
a
just
little
saying.
like
You
she
know.
not gonna do it.
You know, I do got another question too. Tell me what it's like working with DG Bags Management.
Wow, now this is crazy because I been going through this management shit. Well, I'm at a lot of years, and I've had a few managers, and they're here with me in LA. The DG Bags Management, like this shit is crazy. I don't even mind sharing managers because he's that great, and like, he has to share like his greatness. So when he introduces me to new clients, I'm like, I get it. Like, I think everybody that's working with him is lucky. That's what I think. And the crazy part is that I haven't even met him face to face yet. He has done so much for me versus the lady that was my manager before him that lived right around the corner. That's fucking crazy in itself. That's what I gotta say about it. So if you really want real management, if you want somebody that's gonna go hard for you, and the crazy part is I never listen to my managers because I feel like I know more than them. But with DG Bags, everything that he's actually told me to do, and I've done it, that's why I'm in this position I'm in right now. And I don't listen to nobody. That's on my son. So,
And
working with DG Bags,
I gotta cut off because I'm blushing over here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta cut off. I can't take no more. It feels too good.
don't you be blushing all like that?
You know what I'm saying? And you listen. The reason why she don't listen because she a queen and she do know what she talking about. And she comes from, personally, and she comes from a place where people go against her just because her idea is great, and then they turn around and try to use it. So sometimes it is like pulling teeth to get her to do something, but now that she knows, once she knows that you all for her and it's all Team Diamond, and it's all about her seeing her full potential, and it's not about somebody trying to be around her to get the credit or to have clout or anything like that. It's 100%, and it's been an honor to work with you. I don't want to hold you up too long. I do want to mention your song Clappers before we get out of here. What's going on?
What? Say it again. Say it one more time so I can feel it in my soul and then I can tell the people what they need to hear.
Clappers!
Hey, Bags. Listen, I know everybody and their mama want to come out with the song. I ain't even gonna talk too much. This song, Clappers, is gonna be every lady anthem. Big booty bitches, medium booty bitches, skinny booty bitches, little booty bitches. Everybody and their mama gonna go crazy to this. This song, Clappers, I want every bitch that got a regular ass to think they got a fat one. I swear to God. And it's about to go dumb. I'm not lying. I even put my EP on hold just to drop this single because the response I'm already getting from it is unmatched.
It's bananas. The music
that
video.
DG Bags word unmatched.
The music video is gonna be stupid, and the remix is gonna have the hottest feature out. It is gonna be super dope, man. Trust me.
Oh my God.
Trust me.
I can't wait.
I put that on
I think
Joseph.
I'm more excited about this single Clappers probably more than the Cypher House, or maybe about the same, because I'm excited about both.
Man, I'm so proud of you, Diamond. I know you got a lot going on. Before we get out of here, can you tell everybody where they can find you, where they can find you on Instagram, Facebook, if they want to feature, follow Cypher House, where they can look for that? Just lay it all down right here.
Yes, so if you want to feature, you can hit up our manager, DG Bags Management, or DG Bags. You can hit up the Queen of Compton, THC, Queen of, Compton, COMPTON. Inbox me. Let's get it popping. I got to run through my manager, of course. We'll figure it out. The Cypher House, the Cypher drops, and I'm glad, the Cypher House episode, it drops tonight. I'm about to do my shit. But the Cypher drops tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is
Freestyle
7
Friday.
p.m. Yes, which is 7 p.m. Houston time. So I want you to make sure y'all tune in, follow the Cypher House, and then click the link in the bio, and then you click the link in the bio, you subscribe, and that's how you'll be able to see the whole thing. We'll be posting up clips of us and promoting, but please make sure you follow the Cypher House at the Cypher House. Click the link in the bio, subscribe, and that's how you'll be able to see the Cypher and the episode. Shout out to DG Bags. Shout out to the Core 94. Shout out to my Houston babies on God, Compton to Houston, and back again. It's not a game. I'm about to battle rap again. We finna get it popping. Shout out to DG Bags Management. I mean, I really love y'all, man. Y'all amazing to me.
Yeah, you already know, and we appreciate you so much. And just like that, I'm your host, DG Bags. You can find me on Instagram at DG Bags. That's at DGBAGGS or at the Core 94. And make sure you tune into the core94.com. We're giving you the hottest music, the dopest interviews, and the dopest news. Period. I'd like to thank our guest, Mrs. Black Diamond, aka the Queen of Compton. Make sure you follow her on Facebook at Mrs. Black Diamond. It's a lot of stuff there, man. And you can also find her on TikTok. Look up the Queen of Compton or at Mrs. Black Diamond. It should pop up as well. And if you're a real fan, click on that link in the bio and subscribe to her OnlyFans. We like to give a special shout out to everybody that's linked in with the Cypher House. Be on the lookout for clappers. Diamond, before we get out of here, can you please give us a drop? Can you please say this is Mrs. Black Diamond, the Queen of Compton, on the Core 94?
Man, it's the one and only Mrs. Black Diamond, Queen of Compton, and you are tuned into the Core 94. It is not